I'm just going to categorize. So she wants me to go through everything and see, like, are you trying to keep anything?
No, I want to just like revamp my whole cupboard.
Okay.
Because I've been introduced to all these like new products
Yeah.
and kind of learning more about myself, and I feel like you just accumulate all this stuff.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm going through all of this stuff even in a year. So I just want to like flush it out and then introduce what I want.
And skin is an organ, so we don't mess with it. Like makeup you can mess with, right? Makeup you can take off, you can play with colors, you can all that. But skin is an organ, so you're changing the pH all the time. So you got to be very careful, right? And right now, if you don't have sensitive skin, so you're lucky in that way. But also when you get older, your skin can change, so you'd have to keep revisiting your routine. So what I'm seeing here is, so we've got some great hydration moisturizers, Moisture Surge, face spray. That's once in a while, like whenever you want kind of thing, see?
Oh, it does. It helps though.
Yeah, I have one from Om. It's a pink coconut spray. And all this is just, it just feels good. You don't
rub it?
No, you don't need to rub it or nothing. Like people just throw it in their bag, and especially in the winter.
Would this be good? I travel a lot.
Yeah.
Would this be good traveling?
Oh yeah, because you're on planes.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. You know they suck all of the hydration out of planes so that it's lighter.
Yeah.
It's 2 points before death.
Cool.
That's why models started back in the 90s of like the spray, the Evian spray and all that came out. Still awesome. Like all those things are still awesome. But now, yeah, so I use an Om one, which just kind of, it's a natural one from BC. But anyway, so you've got a couple of them. Look at you.
Loaded.
Okay. So what I have seen is that a lot of exfoliation products, and that was just given to you like whatever kind of thing. You got to be careful because I'm seeing everything from a scrub cream, which is like a physical exfoliation, okay, to AHA toner, acid toner.
This one seems intense.
No, what it is though is that they probably say to use it every day. AHAs, BHAs, Kumacha, niacinamide is like a brightener. It's an exfoliator, but it's not a scrub, but it's doing the same thing. Okay. And then I'm seeing a peel. Have you used the peel at all?
What is this? I think I used it overnight, so I was like, oh, sick, overnight, like, I'll be beautiful when I wake up. That's how it works. That's all it takes.
Yeah, ready, my beautiful. No, it's a peel is an exfoliation, but it is, yeah, it's much stronger, and we got to be careful with that. It's kind of, I've never seen one that's overnight, and I don't know the ingredients in this one, but all of this combines a lot, and you could be irritating your skin. I don't know how often you use or what you use or if you use it at all, but when you see things like AHAs and peels and scrubs, that's a lot on the skin. Is it needed? Not so much. So it's one thing that you would want in your routine over a few months. And the peel is very rare. Like for you anyway, some people like it weekly. It just depends on the skin. But yeah. So when we scrub, we don't scrub, okay? Like it's already got things in it. If it's a scrub, that is, sometimes it's like a rice powder, a nut powder, those types of things. So be careful if you have any allergies. But, you know, once or twice a week, it depends on your skin, but your skin's pretty balanced with a little bit of breakout. So it's kind of like choose one or the other.
When do you know when you should use it?
Well, if your skin is already overproducing oils or you're breaking out, then it's like you should have been. Do you know what I mean? So again, once or twice a week. If your skin's starting to get dry, you're using it too much.
Is there a strategic time to use this with your period?
A strategic time? No.
Sorry.
No, it's not that it's strategic time. It's just you could use it a little bit before if you're getting oilier. You maybe step it up, but that's it. I'm not a big fan of scrubs because they can irritate the skin so much because you're literally tearing the skin is what you're doing. Like back in your mom's days, St. Ives scrubs and things like that with a lot of harsh nuts. They had apricot scrubs and it was like, oh wow, it's working so much, but it was working so much because it was literally tearing the skin. And you don't need to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay. So that's with exfoliation. So kind of like choose one. And then in your moisturizer, you said you're a lotion girl.
Yeah.
Do you know the difference?
Well, I didn't know there was one or the other, the gel or the lotion. And I've
Okay.
now learned a little bit, but maybe you could retell me.
So I'm just looking through. That's cleanser. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it's held true for cleansers as well. So gel is the lightest form of moisturizer, but it's also for like it's for oily or combo, that type of skin. So gel moisturizer, gel cleansers, that's for more oily combo. Okay, so if you're getting a lot of oil, if something's changing in your diet, your hormones and stuff, maybe you want to switch to it in the summer months. If you find you're oilier, you got to kind of gauge it. Okay, but if you're pretty balanced and it's just a couple of days that you're feeling it, you don't need to switch anything. Just stick with it. So yeah, so what you'll find is if you use a gel, it's not enough. That's the problem. It's not either cleansing enough or it's not moisturizing enough. Lotion is the next step. And then you can get actually creams and balms. So the thicker it is, the more moisturizing it is. For you, it's a lotion.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So here we have, I'm just looking here, 100 hour?
100 hours. Let's go.
No. No, I'm not buying that line, sorry. I'm just gonna open it.
You need a facial routine when you have 100 hours.
That's silly. So that's in a lab that was done where they're looking at, is this brand new?
Yeah.
That's in a lab that was done, like, yeah, so it's a lotion, but it's in a...
That's lotion?
Yeah, it's not really a cream, can I?
Sure.
See how light that is? Yeah, that's a lotion, like, if I'm looking. It's
You mean a gel?
It's almost gel-like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they morphed it. Yeah. Skin... I'm assuming you're going to wash your face, and there's too many different types of things that happen during the day to your skin, and when you sleep for anything to last 100 hours, even a 24-hour is like a little bit silly, but it's just like to say people like that don't like to do routines. It's like, oh good, I don't have to do it for what's 100 hours. Like, how many days?
You're thinking like 12 hours, not 100. It's funny.
Yeah, anyway. So yeah, so just remember that. So lotions would be great. And you can fluctuate in the summer because we're in 4-season world here. It just depends. Oh, you like that, eh? The last thing, makeup remover, sure. Cleanser. So here's the thing, and customers get mad at me, but they'll ask about, I'll go through all that like as well, but I think people will be like, what is this? Wrinkle correcting serum? We'll talk about serums after. There's no such thing as a wrinkle corrector, but there's something called the appearance of, and I'll talk about that in a minute. What is this? Eye cream. That's cool. It says wrinkle correcting again, which just bugs me. But anyway, so cleanser. If your skin ever feels tight after, do not use that cleanser, okay? It's not supposed to feel tight. People love foaming because we kind of grew up with that means clean. All foaming is an SLS agent in it, and it makes the bubbles. So it's usually an astringent that is actually irritating your skin or causing it more. So then we're asking our moisturizers to work even harder, and we don't need to because we pay so much for moisturizers. So what I say is, well, what's your cleanser? And that's where customers get mad at me going like, well, I'm asking about moisturizer, and I totally get it because that would tick me off too. But I don't want to waste their money on this expensive moisturizer or any kind of moisturizer if they're using something that's stripping their skin. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So for you, you're kind of like, because you're so pH balanced, you just want simple, all of these are totally fine. And like this one that I brought you, which is just a sample, like a travel size, it's purified by 3 ships. But see, it says aloe and amino acid gel cleanser. So it's a good cleanser level for you because the amino acids are going to help with any of the breakouts and whatnot, but it's not drying. It doesn't have benzoyl peroxide, and a lot of those will have that. Like if we had teenagers, a lot of teenagers will use things with that, and they change the color of the towels.
Oh, wow.
And that's how you know your kid's using something that is really harsh, and they don't need to. So with a cleanser, like, yeah, keep it light, keep it kind of neutral, but you don't need cream cleansers and all of that. You're not dry enough for all of that. Cool?
Cool.
What else?
We weren't doing that.
So we can go through all that, but I just want to make sure that, so you choose one thing. So in summary, one exfoliator, okay?
But not less likely a peel.
Be careful with the peel.
More
That's
of a
not an
scrub.
exfoliator. That's a treatment. A peel is like once a week, once every couple of weeks, like wearing a mask, right? You don't do that every day. So it's one of the exfoliators, not both.
So more so a scrub, you said?
No, I would actually say this one, the
Oh, really?
AHA. Yeah, it's gentler. Scrubs. That's my personal opinion. You might like the idea of a scrub, but scrubs I think are just very harsh. AHA and BHA, and this one's got a better ingredient list in it.
Okay, and then you said a lotion.
So then,
Or did you serum?
yeah. So I gave you both. I gave you a serum and a cream. So
Tell me
you
more
kind of have
about
a lot
serums.
of creams. Okay, because I'm just looking at your serums here, and the one I gave you. So the serum is you put it on at night, okay, and some will put it on during the day as well because their skin's dry. You don't need to. A serum goes deeper into the epidermis. Nothing can go into the dermis, okay? Like skin has the epidermis and then it has the dermis. And as you mature, what ends up happening is that dermis has less collagen, less peptides, and that's when we're panicking. You can't do anything about that. But what happens is you see on all the products, it says the appearance of fine lines, the appearance of, because it can only penetrate into the epidermis, okay? But a serum goes deeper into that epidermis than a cream, than a moisturizer, sorry. So that's why it's nice. So you can put it on in the night is the only time your skin can repair is when you're sleeping, right? That's why they tell you to rest when you're sick and stuff, because the only time your body can repair. So the jelly drops that I gave you from 3 Ships, it's a very neutral moisturizer, but it's really good.
Not edible.
Not edible. Why did you say?
Jelly drop.
Oh. For external consumption only, okay? So you would put that on after you cleanse, right? And then the moisturizers, think of that as like your defense against the world. So free radicals is the fancy term, which means pollution and just means all the yucky that's outside, and it's very surface level. So what happens is a lot of times we'll put on a moisturizer and then we're like, ooh, it feels great kind of thing. It's very superficial. You need it, but it's superficial. If you're really trying to make a difference, then the serum itself, and there's so many different serums, but for somebody like you, a jelly drops, like a neutral, is perfect. There are serums out there that have actives and this and that, but we won't get into it because you're not there yet at all. Okay?
Is there anything I should know about my eyes? Like, is there anything that like you should or shouldn't do that's different
I'm just
from
so
the rest
jealous
of your
of
face?
like your youthful eyes. So
I have full eyes.
youthful,
Oh.
youthful eyes. So an eye cream. There's this one that I brought you. You said you love the smell. You know what it is? It's the bilberry in it. What I like about this one is because it's from another one from BC, is that it's all natural, and when you're going near your eyes, a lot of people have sensitivities, right? And it's because the skin is thinner, so you don't have the skin cannot expel the oil like it does in the rest of your face. So if you're using something like a regular cream or around this whole area here, you're going to end up with, you might end up with, I've had them, many people get them, keratin pearls. And they're like hard little, they almost look white and you think it's like a pimple, but it's not. And it's really hard, and you got to get them extracted, or it can take like a really long time to come to the surface, like months and months. That's an indication what you're using is too heavy for that area. So the eye cream was developed for that purpose, where it's thinner because the skin is thinner. And you can get all different kinds that help, like with caffeine, has been proven to help with dark circles, or just circulation depuffing, and that's why I brought you a separate one. So some people say, I don't believe in eye creams of blood. Well, just look at the science of the eye cream, of the eye itself, and that's the difference. And it feels great, especially if you're stressed, right? And you're just putting it around here. Can I touch you? Feel that bone? You're just putting it all in there, and then it absorbs, and that's it. Cool. So, are you confused?
No, I think I'm just going to chuck most.
Okay. So keep it simple, right? Wash. These are just samples. Serum. Moisturize. Eye moisturize. That's it.
And then maybe exfoliate. But like
once every few, once a week, twice a week, whatever you like. Because what exfoliation does is it's getting rid of the dead skin cells, so your products work better.
And do you exfoliate before you do this whole wash, moisturize?
You would wash, remove any makeup first, and then exfoliate. Because you're essentially just cleansing your face, but that much more so. Okay. What's the one thing I'm missing from here? And you're missing from here?
Wait. I can see the edit on this video. It's going to be like, tick, 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 tick.
It's really important.
My mind's going to those little
no,
I think, but
no. No. I would get rid of, anyway, I'm not going to say it, but what is the one thing that's missing from here that is a key?
I don't know.
All right. Do you need to call a friend?
Yeah, I'm calling the friend.
Okay. You're outside. You're inside.
Oh yeah, I thought of that earlier. SPF.
Thank you. So, a sunscreen. Wear the damn sunscreen. Get it a part of your routine. It doesn't matter the time of year. It doesn't matter how much you're outside, inside. If you were able to see how much UV rays came through, even on a cloudy day, it's 70%, but we can't see it or feel it, right? So people are now already buying sunscreen because the weather's starting to change. The truth is, especially in Canada, is the snow, the reflection, we get just as much sun in the winter, right? It's a little bit further away, but we get just as much. And the number one way to prevent premature aging, everyone's gonna age, doesn't matter, sorry, you're not off the hook, but the number one way is sunscreen. Now, I will say quickly that you can get a lot of sunscreens and moisturizers, right? Save your money. Because what ends up happening is that they'll put an SPF in a moisturizer, but it can't possibly be stabilized with the moisture enough for that SPF to remain at the level that it says it is. So you're getting less coverage, right? So it could say 30, but it's not over time at all. And it's more expensive. When you buy moisturizer and SPF, they're more expensive. And so what you want to do is wear the moisturizer, but a separate SPF. And there's so many good ones out there. Massive debate over mineral versus chemical. Whatever your preference is, just wear the damn sunscreen.
Also, I think I put the lotion. I put the moisturizer on in the evening. I put the moisturizer on in the evening.
Yeah.
So if the SPF was in it and I ran into this, I'm like, well, there's no point in going to bed.
Yeah, you wouldn't, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You're kind of wasting it.
I don't in my routine, I don't wear moisturizer in the morning. Oh. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Why?
I don't know. I thought I was just only supposed to apply it one time per day and at night.
It depends how dry your skin is. In the morning, are you washing your face in the morning?
Huh?
No, don't.
Oh, I don't.
Well, yeah, actually, that's in North America, we over cleanse. And unless you have oily skin, right? No, you just, all those beautiful oils that you produced overnight while your skin was repairing, just warm water. That's it in the morning. But yes, apply your moisturizer in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a good, it protects as well against skin damage, skin barrier damage. Remember I was saying the shield kind of thing? And yeah, just serum at night.
Okay, so the same moisturizer I'm using in the evening, I can use after warm water in the morning.
Yes, back in the day, we used to do a day and night, and there's still products out there that say that. The idea was that the night was thicker. No, okay. It was kind of a marketing thing to say you need both. You don't. You need what works for you at the end of the day. If you wanted to simplify this even more, okay, I would take the serum out.
Yeah, okay.
And I would just do cleanse and moisturize, sunscreen, and you're done. And that's it.
Okay, cool.
There'll be a test later.
No,
that's a reflection.
But that's so easy. That's like a grade 2 test with one multiple choice answer versus a big Scantron.
And then the trick for bonus, what is the one thing missing? So you're going to need an SPF. And we'll talk about that, and you can get one on Técare. It's actually from, where is she from? It is BC as well. Everything's coming from BC. And I want to bring in a lot of those, but I know she's moving there. But I want to bring a lot of those brands in because they're really good. But we're not going to pay for shipping all the way as a consumer from there. But there's some beautiful brands there. So I hope that helped.
Cool.
I know it's hard sometimes when you have full size and all that. But again, makeup you can play with and you can kind of you can have fun, it just washes off. But be careful with the skincare. And yes, you can combine different lines. You don't have to have one brand. None of that stuff. Okay?
Well, I think the bonus about my friend being here is I'm going to get you to throw this out so I feel less guilty.
With pleasure. It's called, in the industry, it's called DIF, Destroy in Field.
Perfect.
Yep.
Let's destroy.
All right, we're going to destroy. Thank you.